Welcome to the next British Airways Fleet update. Thanks for all your feedback. Couple of points for me to learn about. I'm going to miss out the jingles this time and see what your feedback is. Also conscious the last update was nearly half an hour, so we'll try and do it a lot quicker this time. Accuracy is a key priority here, but your help in giving me the updates really appreciated. Let's move on to the British Airways City Flyer fleet. The Embraer 190s, Lima Charlie Alpha Foxtrot remains at Exeter, been there since the 28th of January. I told you last time about Lima Charlie Yankee Zulu diverting into Stansted on the 1st of February on an Amsterdam flight. It returned to London City the following day on the 2nd of February. And Lima Charlie Yankee Zulu also in the headlines on the 2nd of February with the BA 2216 from London City to Edinburgh. City Flyer 35 Echo. It held south of Edinburgh, diverted to Prestwick, and was still on the ground there on Saturday. That allows us to crack on and look at the Gatwick-based Euroflyer update, the A320s, the A321s. Golf Alpha Tango Kilo remains at Madrid, been there since the 4th of Jan for maintenance. Golf Alpha Tango November, which I talked to you about flying relatively unusually, flight level 80 from Glasgow. That remains at London Heathrow. Golf Alpha Tango Papa remains under maintenance since the 14th of January, BA at Glasgow. We spoke also last time about Mike Echo Delta Kilo going on loan to the mainline fleet at Heathrow and getting into trouble on its first flight, the BA 548 to Rome, turned round over northern France, headed back to Heathrow. That aircraft resumed traffic out of Heathrow 2 days later, so the loan continues. Echo Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot on the 321 fleet flew to Birmingham on the 4th of February for maintenance. The crew who took that aircraft up had a quick break and returned with Echo Uniform X-Ray Mike on the Euroflyer 9750 back to London Gatwick. That aircraft took a couple of days before it was ready, but it did head back into service. The mainline Airbus short-haul fleet at London Heathrow on the 319s Delta Bravo Charlie Bravo remains at Madrid for maintenance, been there since the 3rd of January. We've also spoken about those ex-British Midland 319s getting a refitted cabin interior. So Delta Bravo Charlie Juliet flew from London Heathrow up to Birmingham on the 7th of February for its refit, and Delta Bravo Charlie Echo flew back the other way with the same crew after its refit had been completed. It had been up there since the 23rd of January. Delta Bravo Charlie Golf remains in Malta for maintenance since the 22nd of January, and also two aircraft that I've reported to you previously going out to Abu Dhabi, Echo Uniform Papa Romeo on the 6th of Jan, and the earlier movement, Echo Uniform Papa Sierra on the 10th of December. Both those aircraft still out in the Middle East. Echo Uniform Alpha on the 320 fleet remains up at Glasgow for maintenance, been there since the 17th of Jan. Echo Uniform Kilo remains at Dublin since the 10th of Jan. And Echo Uniform Yankee Juliet, relatively recent arrival in Madrid for maintenance. Echo Uniform Yankee Delta flew the BA 9278 out to Madrid on the 2nd of February, and Tango November Echo Delta flying back from Malta on the 4th of February on the BA 9275. Last time we talked about short-haul pilot circuit training taking place at Prestwick and Shannon in the last few days. Just at Shannon on the 8th of February, a day trip for Airbus A320 Echo Uniform Yankee November headed out in the morning on the BA9260, lots of circuits around the Shannon airfield and back on the 9261 to pick up business actually later in the day. And a new item here on Mark's Trains, Planes and Trams for the fleet update. A quick update on the A320 new deliveries. Well, there's 2 aircraft, Tango Tango Sierra Bravo, Tango Tango Sierra Charlie in Toulouse, final stages of flight testing, hoping to see those in the fleet quite soon. Tango Tango Sierra Delta under construction at Toulouse, as is Tango Tango Sierra Echo, with a picture on the slides there. Tango Tango Sierra Foxtrot, I think, is the first British Airways aircraft to come into the fleet from Hamburg construction, and that's in Hamburg in primer, minus the engines. And the next 2 Airbus A321s, Tango November Echo Foxtrot, Tango November Echo Golf, are in Toulouse. Bit more work to do there. Wi-Fi fitment continues at a pace, good progress being made. Tango Tango November Papa had flown up on the 29th of Jan. That finished fitment on the 5th of Feb, came back on the BA9278. The crew who brought that back had earlier flown Tango Tango November Tango up to Prestwick on the BA9277. So that recent program's completed 10 of the A320s and 5 of the Airbus A321s. We think all the 321s are now fitted, and just Tango Tango November Romeo to fit from the A320 fleet. It's always relatively quiet on the Airbus A350 fleet, but one of the aircraft, X-Ray Whiskey Bravo Charlie, has been out of use for 5 days, 4th to 9th of Feb. Whether it's connected, I'm not sure, but the BA219 to Denver was cancelled. Quite unusual that for the Airbus A350 fleet. Cancelled on the 4th of Feb. No Airbus A350 available to work that service. Very sad to have to report quite a lot of disruption continues around the Airbus A380 fleet. Los Angeles flights suffering quite a lot of that, actually. Cancellation on the BA269 out and back on the 3rd of February, and then the next 2 days a substitution with a 777-300. The 777-300 is the largest aircraft that BA can offer if there's no 380 available, but if you have a look at the seating plans of those aircraft, a large chunk of the 777-300 is given over to Club World Suite. So actually there's a massive gap in overall seating accommodation. And then, although the aircraft available for the 6th of Feb flew out from London to Los Angeles, X-Ray Lima Echo Charlie, it went tech on arrival at LA and did not work the return working the BA268. The Johannesburg flight, both out and back, cancelled on the 7th of Feb, back on the 8th, after X-Ray Lima Echo Delta didn't finish its maintenance at London Heathrow, where it had been for 4 days. BA207 to Miami and back on the 206. That was actually deleted some time ago from the schedules on the 4th of February, back on the morning of the 5th. That does ease the pressure on the fleet, even though they've got 777 substituting. X-Ray Lima Echo Alpha remains out in Manila. It seems that's quite a heavy maintenance event that's being programmed, and you can see as we're putting this update together, actually 3 of the 380s out of use. 777 update, little bit shorter than normal, but a significant development. Victor India Papa flew from London Heathrow out to Taipei for maintenance on Saturday, the 8th of Feb. Expectation is that Victor India Oscar in the Gatwick fleet will come back from Taipei, where it's been since the 1st of January. Yankee Mike Golf returned to London Heathrow after its loan to the Gatwick fleet. 14-minute flight it is from Gatwick back to Heathrow, straight on to the BA229, Speedbird 22 Bravo out to Baltimore. Yank Mike Tango remains at Cardiff for maintenance since the 25th of Jan, and Club Suites fitment continues on Victor India Yankee at Cardiff, with an expectation that India Whiskey will follow closely behind. And the short trips across to Spain to Teruel, mainly for repaint work, continue. Victor India Kilo flew out on the 7th of Feb on the BA 9178, with the crew bringing Victor India Lima back on the BA 9179, and then straight off to Atlanta on the BA 227. Well, the 787 fleet, again, a little bit less dramatic than previously. 7879 Zulu Bravo Kilo remains out in Abu Dhabi for maintenance, been there since the 19th of January. Zulu Bravo Kilo Juliet diverted to Istanbul with a medical emergency on the 6th of Feb. Touchdown at 14:41 UST, but remained there until local 2018 the following day, when it came back as BA 168 Delta, suggesting there's still passengers on that flight. 7878 Zulu Bravo Juliet returned to service on the 6th of Feb, having been out of traffic since the 27th of January, when a return to London Heathrow took place on a Chennai flight. Zulu Bravo Juliet Alpha, the first of the 7878s to get Club Suites, that remains at Cardiff, where it's been since the 1st of February. Not clear if that's planned technical work or some challenges around the Club Suites that have to be rectified. The third aircraft, Juliet Charlie, is in Cardiff for its Club Suites fitment and refresh. New 787-10 Lima still not ready, expecting that in March. And a better performance from the Dreamliner fleet, down to just 17% of the aircraft not available. And there's a quick update on the slides for you of what the 787 fleet aircraft that are stopped are currently up to. Hope you found that useful. I'll catch you soon here on Mark's Trains, Planes and Trams with another video, and keep those updates coming towards me.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and click the notification button so you don't miss any of the great trips Mark has coming your way on this YouTube channel.